Hello and good evening. It's Charlotte Hunter here for your energy reading. I felt pulled to do another reading this evening. So here goes. I've done a little shuffle already. So the cards I'm using today are the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. And these are just the most beautiful, vibrant cards. And they really give off amazing energies. And they're flying a bit this evening. Let's see what messages we have today for you. They're not shuffling the best, they're a little bit rigid. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards. Let's see what the overall energy is. Okay, so the overall energy of the reading is the Star Mother. Can you see that? And how can you mother yourself? So that's the overall general energy. She's surrounded by these beautiful roses down here in nature, and she's holding herself, just holding herself gently. In blue, it's all about taking care of yourself. How are you looking after yourself right now? Are you getting out in nature? Are you grounding? And this is what's drawing to me at the moment. All of the stars, and it just reminds me of the universe, and maybe that's the universe but within, like meditation. I was talking yesterday about grounding, so that's the overall energy. So the first cards I've got here. Wow, okay. So the first card I have is the leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. This one actually, can you see that? Popped out the other day. So it's all about taking a leap of faith into what could be the feeling of unknown, but something you know, you've got this niggle inside you that's telling you to do it, and just to trust in the universe, trust in the divine, and just allow yourself just to fall into it, be guided, listen. So if you're taking care of yourself, grounding your energy, and then allowing what's meant to happen and just trusting it, and then raising that vibration as well. As you can see, she's jumping in the air. The moon is very prominent there as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the moon next. I know we're in the retrograde as well at the moment. I think there's something happening later on in June. It might be the 26th, but I can't be sure. But she's at the edge here, and then she's just going, I'm just jumping, just taking that leap, and just believing that you're looked after. You've got your angels with you. Everything's divine timing. You've got this niggle that you just know, you just need to trust it. Just trust it and just take that jump. So the next card I have, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying the foundations, divine plan. So that absolutely aligns perfectly with that, as you can see. And to me, it's the blue as well. It's the way it's just the way, like, they're so similar in certain ways, but obviously in this one, she's holding herself to mother herself. But then it's almost like once you take that leap of faith and once you trust the guidance and you go for it, this is what the universe is going to give you. And she's opening her arms out. And it's like this whole village and these people, they're bathing, they're in the water, almost like they're praying. It's a community. I'm actually going to read that card out to you, because I think that would be quite important. Number 88. So Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthy than the other. One person's part may be to mother their children, another may be to gather women in a circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. So you know that you're being called to do something, okay? And they're asking you to take that leap of faith. Just jump into it, trust it, because this is all part of the divine plan. I said that, didn't I? And here, it's all about that plan, that divine. You're here for a reason. You've got a purpose that you need to fulfill, and you're being called to take that purpose. And like I said, it could be about taking care of your family, of your children, but it might be that you've actually got another path that is serving of other people, whether it's taking care of other people, offering support, it could be spiritual work, teaching. And again, it doesn't have to be so big and so well known by anything, by loads of people. It could be, as we all know, sometimes a small act of kindness can make such a big difference to so many people. I just see a community here. I see a community, but it's almost like to me, it's not saying about travel. I'm not getting travel, but it's almost like saying that it's limited possibility. Excuse me, it's let me get my words out. It's like unlimited possibilities. Like you can reach people from all different areas, and they can just widen your community there. But laying the foundations, it's just taking that leap, taking that start. It's almost saying once you do that, everything's going to unfold. Everything's just going to unfold on, and I sort of almost see this like snowball just going down the hill. It's just like that ripple effect. It's just going to speed up really quickly, which is just absolutely amazing. Whoever needs to hear that message right now. And by doing so, and by trusting the universe, taking the leap, the next card I have is Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So are you holding back? Can you see that? It's like maybe you've been held back. Somebody here has been held back. And it's like release soul patterns. Is there something that you're in the habit of doing? Because we do subconsciously, we just like repeat things over and over and over. We tend to like have the same thoughts. If we experience something similar to what we've done in early years, our sort of brain triggers and prompts us. It's almost like that fight or flight mode. So and past lives. There may be something from a past life that you haven't finished, and you're being called to do it in this life here. And again, the moon is significant. And it might be that something's going to happen at the next moon phase this month. But you see here, she's holding her head in worry. And she's starting to open up. And these cards, you can see the similarity in them. They're so similar. I'm actually going to pull the tarot deck and just do pull a Celtic, just to go over this as well, just to see if it brings through any other messages. I'll do 2 more shuffles. Oh, I just saw the world then. Okay. Okay, so where you are, you have the 6 of Pentacles. I just see balance. We had the balance card yesterday in my yesterday's evening reading. It was all about balance and stability. So somebody here, you're balancing your financials, standing on your own 2 feet, taking responsibility, taking charge. It's all about grounding yourself and having that stability around you. And your potential challenge here is the 7 of Wands. You see, 7 of Wands is very passionate energy, creative energy. So it could be if you've got this calling, which is fulfilling your passions. And it might be, because sometimes this card can look a little bit like defensive, but actually I almost see that it's almost like he's rising above. He's just rising and maybe raising his vibration. To then fulfill that creative challenge. So this is like your potential, raising it, raise your vibration, taking that leap of faith. And your focus here is the 10 of Swords. Okay, so you've got the darkness here, you've got almost like a defeat. It's a defeat. But it's not always bad. It's not always bad. It could just represent coming to the end. If you're closing off a cycle that was a painful cycle, this is it. It's focusing on, it's not always saying that it's not to say that you've lost or anything like that. It's just you've come to the end. You've come to the end and maybe you're tired. And you just need to, you've got your thoughts going, and it's that rest. Yeah, you're tired from this journey. This journey has taken its toll. The most recent past is the 3 of Wands. And I'm just trying to intuitively read on this. He's looking forward. He's looking forward into the future. You look at it, it's that bigger plan. I think that's acknowledgement. It's the most recent past. It's that acknowledgement. It's listening to your gut instinct. It's actually going, right, okay, I understand now. I know what you're saying. And I'm gonna look over to the horizon. That's your recent past. Okay. And your new strength, it's the star, it's the healing. So what's happened while you've gone through this and someone's felt this and felt tired, this is what's needed. The mothering, your healing, the grounding I was talking about, the balancing out, filling up your emotions, the self-love. This is all about self-love here coming through. You can see all of there's flowers, the stars, the sun, it's just, I just see yellow, I see light, there's birds in the background here, there's red flowers shooting up. It's all about self-love and healing. Okay, here we go. This is your future card, Page of Wands. This is a new opportunity coming through. It's a new opportunity, something you can be passionate about, creative at, and he's just looking at it and he's going, right, I'm looking at it, I know what it is. There's one, I can see whoever this is for, this reading is for, it's like there's this one thing, and maybe you've had so much going on in your life, so much juggling and acting and trying to, multitask, and now you're like, right, this is it, this is my ticket, this is what I need to look at, because this is what's going to open everything up. Okay, so the next card is the Tower, and this is your approach. Something has to come to an end, something has to change, something has to transform in order for the new to come in. And that is your leap. So many of you will know what this is. This is you choosing that path. This is you taking that responsibility. This is you listening to that niggle. You trust the universe. You take that leap, but something has to give in, and it might seem scary and it might seem daunting and it might be really, really difficult, but this is what you need to do. And this is what's going to help you close off that pattern, that soul contract. This is what you need to do. Because it's like anything, whenever we want, if we're manifesting or we're wanting to start something new, you have to prioritize it, and certain things have to fall away in order for the new to come in. It's like new energy. You have to remove the old energy that's no longer serving you for the new energy to come in. Oh, how wonderful. We have the Ace of Cups. Amazing Ace of Cups. So yeah, this is emotional fulfillment. This is a new opportunity, emotional fulfillment, an offer coming through. This is an offer. This is exciting. So once that falls away, you're going to get this come through. This is what you were looking for. Okay. And your hopes and your fears are the King of Wands. You've got so many wands in this reading. Wow, so much passion. And again, it's you're going with it. You're releasing. You're trusting. You are you're paying attention. We've got the lizard here. I always like this lizard at the bottom, because I always think lizards, they sort of adapt to their surroundings, don't they? They change colour, they transform, and this whole reading is about transforming through that. And I see it almost looks like you've got the lizards up here, but it's almost like you've got a lion up there. It's like that strength, having that strength. And the overall outcome is the Three of Cups. It's like celebration, collaboration, fulfillment. You've got all your fruits have come to, all of the seeds that you planted, all of that trust in the universe is just all coming together there. And the overall energy was the Judgment. That's divine. That is absolutely divine. This journey was this is all part of your plan. This is part of your life path in this in this lifetime. Listening to your intuition, taking that leap, trusting it, and you can see like the angel calling you. You're being called. You're being guided. You've got your angel support there. That's wonderful. I'm just going to do some new. It's called the Healing Mantra deck. I got this the other day. Just some wonderful messages. I'm just going to pull 2 messages for you just to go with this reading. Wow. Oh, now these are going really nicely for a new deck as well. Okay. Okay, releasing expectations. Sometimes we have this expectation of what things are supposed to be, how they're supposed to work out, what they're supposed to look like, and it's often not part of the plan at all. You have to be open-minded to things. You have to be open-minded to the change. You have to be open-minded to what's coming into you, not overthinking too much. So only the highest possibilities come to me, whether I envision them or not. This is amazing. Repeat this as your affirmation. Only the highest possibilities come to me, whether I envision them or not. Okay, so it's like raising your vibration, having that trust. And also befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. So I think that's really to do with your healing after this. Sometimes the most amazing journeys that bring the most amazing abundance are actually really, really difficult, and you have to go through ease in order to get there. And it's just saying when things are not comfortable, just remember there's always a lesson to learn. There's an experience to be had. There's an experience to be had there. So really, really good reading for somebody here. It's just, I hope if this resonates with anybody that's going through this at the moment, I just say, like I said yesterday, always ground yourself. Always drink lots of water, get out in fresh air. I meditated outside before I did the reading. It was just wonderful to sit outside. It was a nice breeze. But just have this trust, and whenever you feel a slight concern or worry or anything, you just make sure that you're remembering to raise your vibration higher. Just have trust, be in the present moment. I did a meditation by it was Pura Rasa, really. It's about being present, and that was a 10-minute meditation I did before the reading. I'll put a note on there as well if anybody would like to know which one that was, because that was amazing to be present, and then you can hear your thoughts, you can hear your intuition, you can hear your guidance. So I really hope you enjoyed that reading. Do drop me a message if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's absolutely fine. It's not for you. There will be another one in the future. So I'll leave it there. I wish you a wonderful evening and a good rest of the week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.